Seid ihr gut? Okay. Das ist jetzt hauptsächlich ein Boondock Saints Q&A, deswegen die Fragen richten sich jetzt auch eher danach. Im Anschluss könnt ihr auch noch Fragen haben. Wenn ihr nicht so gut Englisch sprecht, könnt ihr die an mich stellen, ich übersetze euch die gerne und natürlich auch wieder zurück. Dasselbe, wenn jetzt irgendeiner was sagt, was ihr nicht so versteht, kurz einen Arm heben, dann kann ich das schnell übersetzen.
We're gonna talk in German.
Okay, ja, die sprechen eben perfekt Deutsch. Von daher.
So ask your question in German and we'll be able to answer.
And by the way, he could be making shit up right now. We'd never know. He could say Rocco, who's known for 12 porn films. We'd never know.
That sounds like a porn name.
Say what, listen, go ahead, say it. Show.
Who's got a question?
Say Lego.
Well, I think I'm going to start with some questions that maybe people find interesting. We mainly talk about the Boondock Saints, of course. I start with you, Sean. The story behind the two brothers. Can you explain to the people what that's really all about?
Well, usually what happens is the sperm obviously penetrates, fertilizes the egg, and then the egg splits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's twin. That's how it happens. Twin brothers.
So there's no bees and flowers?
And I cannot disclose who came out first. Because that would get into a discussion about the Jimmy Johnson, which I don't know if you guys want to go down that ballpark.
Funny. No, seriously. Can you say something about the two characters in the Boondock Zone?
Say something about the two characters.
The characters, like
Those two characters?
yes, no, he doesn't want to answer it.
They're brothers.
Yes,
Twin brothers.
twin brothers. Okay. And you didn't know who came first either?
What?
No? You don't know who came first either?
They didn't show me the thing.
Okay.
Well, we did, but he refused to look.
It's so true.
We did, but he refused. Hello. That work? We did, but he refused to look. It's kind of like Medusa. It's like, what? You turn to stone. Stump you?
Yeah. A little bit. Sean, okay, you were born in the US, but your character is actually an Irish guy. Was it hard for you to learn the Irish accent?
Well, it was very simple and easy.
Okay.
Sometimes that you learn to dialects because you hear people talking to you like that, the way that you speak an American accent.
Okay.
Can you do an American accent?
No.
Come on, yes you
I
can.
can't. No, I can't.
No, really? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't actually.
Now, you know what I mean? Dialect, it's not hard to learn. I mean, it's most people can't do a dialect because they've never listened to that dialect enough for it to become that. The only reason you sound the way you sound is because you're born and raised in Germany.
Yeah, of
So you
course.
have that dialect.
Das
You
Mikro
don't-
klingt nicht.
Same equipment. If you spend enough time in America, you do an American accent, no problem.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of like putting in the home.
Did it take long to pick that up?
Different people, you know,
Yes.
it takes more. You know, some people have a better ear than others.
Okay.
But
Könnt ihr ihn überhaupt verstehen? Your mic is not working. People don't understand.
say again.
Yeah.
Is this not working? Hello.
Yes, yeah.
Let's try this one. Hello. Hello.
Underneath. You have to press that
That
little
one's
button.
working. That's working.
Hello? These work.
Hello.
No.
Hello? Can you turn my mic up? So I learned to do dialects by studying tape.
Does that make sense?
No.
It's easy. I mean, for me specifically, because my lineage is Irish, but I ended up watching a bunch of YouTube videos, interviews of Eddie Irvine, Formula One.
Okay, yeah.
Schumacher's teammate,
Yes, yes.
Michael Schumacher's teammate, Eddie Irvine. I watched a bunch of interviews to specifically get that regional dialect,
Okay.
and that's how I got it.
Okay.
which I am a huge Michael Schumacher fan.
Woo!
Huge Michael Schumacher fan. Like probably bigger than any of you guys. Well, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, brother. I'm a pretty big fan, man. That, you know, seven world championships, man. And God bless him and his family. That's
Yes.
it's crazy because there's been no media, no updates.
Well, the family doesn't want that. So
Yeah, I understand.
out of respect, the media stopped asking.
Yeah. It's but it's crazy. Someone that big and famous,
I know.
radio silence, nothing. You know.
Yeah.
But
We hope for the best. Can you tell us something about your friendship with Norman, actually?
who?
Norman. You've never heard of him. Okay, next question. How rough was the shooting for you? I mean, there's a lot of action in there, like when you guys jump out of the window and all that. Was it like really rough shooting, or was it like any other shooting?
It was all CGI.
Okay.
Computer generated animation. Reedus, he's one of my best friends on the planet. He's got his motorcycle in my garage.
Okay.
You know, I talked to him. I just sent him a text today because I don't know if y'all saw this T-shirt, but I just said, look, here's the text that I just sent him right now, and it was about this dude that had a T-shirt called "The Spanking Dead." You see that?
Yeah.
And it's a chick bent over and a dude spanking ass. I just sent him that. And he's like, yes, love it. You know, he's one of my closest friends, so.
Okay. Well, question for you, David. It says that the character Rocco you play in the Boondock Saints is actually based and written on you. Can you tell us something about that?
When Troy was writing it,
I was working with him at a bar.
I was working with him at a bar, and so he just wrote me in that way.
He just wrote me in that way. And so, yes, that's why the use of the name
Hello.
and everything like that came into play and whatever. But come on, we're buddies and he's writing it. You know, it was pretty self-explanatory that I didn't have to work on my accent or my gait. Next question.
Well, the character Rocco is actually like crazy, ruthless, and everything. Is that a part of you as well?
No,
No, not really.
just when I'm drunk.
Okay.
But really, like, you know how personalities change when you're drunk, and when we were in the bar business, we were drunk a lot.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of like Dr. Jekyll. It's like wrote it down. Hey!
Okay. Sean, you're actually a writer too. Can you tell us something about that? What are your books about?
It's fun. You know, that's like asking you, tell me about your child. You know what I mean? It's about something that happened to me when I was 10 years old. You know, I think everybody's life is a circle, and I think inside that circle is a nucleus. Inside the circle is where nothing happens. Everything is neutral and just almost the sensitivity is at a level 0. And then around that circle are the punctuation marks, both good and bad. You know, so I think your circle, everybody's circle has a signature. And that book is about those spikes in my life, both good and bad.
You have a black belt, I read. Are you still active in martial arts?
No.
No, not really. That was-
Yeah, you know, that's something you don't stop doing.
Okay.
You know, it's like if you were musicians don't stop playing.
Yeah, of course.
You play the guitar, if you're a musician, you play until you die.
Okay.
It's something that you only do because you love it. So it's a huge part of my life. I still own an academy in Los Angeles, and I train every time I'm not doing something like this. I'm on that train.
Okay. Hat denn einer von euch irgendwelche Fragen? Ich komme auch gern vorbei, übersetzt das. Der Roshai, ask him
Who has a question? Any question. Nothing is off limits.
Come on. Ask.
Any questions? Yes, sir.
Sorry for questions.
Yes, hi, how are you? Has your wife Norman ever asked you to play a part in Walking Dead?
Say it again.
Has Norman ever asked you to play a part in Walking Dead?
Who's to say I haven't already been in one?
You a walker?
I don't know. I cannot disclose at this moment.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Nog iemand?
Any other questions? Yes, brother.
The making of the Boondock Saints was not easy, let's say. Was one of you already involved when the deal with Harvey Weinstein was ended and all this trouble was going on, or were you just casted when the things were smooth again and then the shooting roles? And also then later the distribution of the movie was quite difficult. Can you tell us anything about that?
Well, you started off by saying, you know, acting is not easy. Which, let me stop you right there. Acting's fucking easy. If anybody told you that acting is difficult, they've never had a real job in their life. Acting is one of the easiest professions I've ever been paid and compensated financially for doing, ever. Having said that, you know, there's various ways to do it, and there's various opinions. You know, there's always going to be somebody that thought you were brilliant in the same role that another person thinks you were laughable at. It's always going to be that way. You know, there were a number of names tossed around for the Boondock Saints, but Troy always wanted me and Norm, and you know, they wanted Patrick Swayze and Marky Mark and various names like that. But at the end of the day, we ended up shooting a test shot, a screen test, to convince the studio to use us. And after we shot it, they said yeah. But it was a wonderful experience. And me and Ritas had known each other for 2 years before even being cast in the movie. So he was a friend of mine before the whole process began. So I think, you know, what you see is a product of two people that know each other really, really well anyway, and not just acting. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Noch jemand? Haut euch, komm.
Let me ask somebody a question. Who'll take a question? Somebody stand up. Somebody stand up. Nobody? There you go.
There.
Brother, what's the best thing about Germany? What's the best thing? The best thing.
That's a great question. The beer.
The what?
The beer. The beer.
The beer is the best thing about
Beer
Germany?
is the best thing about Germany.
Wow, man. All right.
The beer is
Go
the
home
best
then,
thing.
because I've already had it. I've already had the best thing about Germany. Come on, somebody else. What's the best thing about Germany?
The women.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Stand up and sing it out. The women. Cool. I'll stay another month.
Social security is the best in Europe.
Yeah, you know what?
Definitely.
It's a fucking honest answer right there. You're absolutely right.
I know because I'm born in Croatia and I know that such a countries don't have anyone, you know, and that is because I respect and love this social system.
You're absolutely right.
I don't use them. I work very hard for my money, but it's there. If you don't have to work, you know,
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
Then you can raise your hand.
The same with the health system.
And the health system. Right on, brother.
Thank you.
That's true.
Who else has questions? No one? Well, thank you guys for showing up.
Wenn keiner mehr eine Frage hat, dann war's das. Dann bitte ich einmal um einen kräftigen Applaus für die beiden.
I can't see anybody, but thank you guys for showing up. Hey, raise your hand if you understand what this whole panel, what any of us said. Oh my God, not very many. Well, God bless you guys. It was killer to meet y'all. Take care.